Well, hi, welcome to number 53 of 100 days and many little teachings on breakthrough. And we're in the middle of just a short little group of probably 4 or 5, which is around the theme of He wastes nothing and He gets you ready. And many of you know that's kind of like the tagline for my life, the tagline for Whiteboard Coaching. And I'm excited. I'm working on the Whiteboard Coaching manual. And the training series will be available next year. Next Step Coaching, Whiteboard Coaching, something I've been doing for about 10 years and finally going to get it recorded and available to teach people. And a lot of that is really about He wastes nothing and He gets you ready. And last night we had a look at Moses, and today, I just want to have a brief look at the great apostle Paul. And, the most extraordinary story, isn't it? That there, the terrorist of the day meets Jesus on the Damascus Road, on the way to persecute, the one who had stood by the cloaks of those that stoned Peter. And here's the thing. Here's what I just want to grab hold of. There's 2 things I want to grab hold of. He wastes nothing. He gets you ready. The zeal that he had was not wasted, but it was transferred to the greater cause, the gospel of Jesus Christ and the spreading of the gospel to the Gentiles. And he wastes nothing. He didn't have to lose that zeal. It just needed to be directed. And, in many respects, Paul, I like to say, he wasn't as much converted on the road to Damascus. He was completed. And God would take every part of him and use it. His studies, he was the Jew of Jews. I mean, he was the scholar of scholars, and God used that for His glory. He wastes nothing. He gets you ready. And then, of course, the great encounter, that incredible encounter moment that he had on the road. And God wasted none of that. Every aspect of it. It was relational. It was dramatic. It was powerful. It was uninvited. It was undeserved. It was all of those things. And they all became the themes of the rest of his life. And of course, the great one. He was knocked from the horse by power. And he spent the rest of his life demonstrating the power of God. He even declared that a man would go blind as a demonstration of the power of God. Just the same thing that had happened to him on that road. And here's the absolute truth. He wastes nothing. And he gets us ready. Every detail. It doesn't matter what it is. He'll turn it and use it for His glory. He won't send the bad stuff, but He will redeem it. He wastes nothing. And He gets you ready. And I believe that your breakthrough is the other side of believing that truth about your life. There is no low that He cannot redeem, and there is no high, as it were, that He cannot repeat. There's no detail, there's no mistake, there's nothing that you have done or failed to do, there's no choice that you have made that He is not capable of redeeming. He wastes nothing. And He gets you ready. Details, studies, courses. We'll have a look at my life, not to point at me, but to help you, to point at you. The goal of these few days is not to say, do you believe the story of Moses, of Paul, tomorrow Peter, or the next day this Paul. That's not the goal. The goal is for you to believe your story. He wastes nothing and He gets you ready. I bless you. Your breakthrough is the other side of believing that truth. All things work together for good to those that love God and are called according to His purpose. AKA, He wastes nothing and He gets you ready. Bye for now.